Right, golf mates, welcome down to another lesson. We're here with our swing guru, Simon Edwards. We're at Summer Bay, Egypt. We want to put out this myth, don't we?
Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff that we're seeing online that's not going to help our golf mates play their best.
No, it's going to make them worse, isn't it?
It's not going to help.
Right,
let's go with that.
Yeah, okay.
It's good. Let's go with that.
So I'm going to leave Simon, big myth buster here, isn't it, Simon?
Yeah. So what we see at our golf schools over at Cardiff Green are a lot of myths and a lot of ideas about, you know, addressing the ball at the toe, addressing the ball at the heel, you know, having it addressed here, having it addressed here. You know, the John Rahm thing where we addressed it back here. I mean, you watch the greatest players over time and they're very, very, very conventional with the way they set the golf ball up. Because we know the greatest amount of ball speed for all you golf mates comes when you hit that ball in the middle of the club face. Yeah, there's a thing on a golf club called gear effect. So if I move the strike into the toe of that golf club, yeah, the ball is going to come out the toe and spin way left with virtually no backspin on it. So you're going to hit real quick drop-in hard hooks because you're lowering the backspin rate and you're hitting out the toe and you're increasing the spin axis. So if we address it out the toe, we're more likely to do that. If we address it out the heel, yeah, we're going to increase the spin rate, yeah, and the ball's going to spin to the right. Yeah, so our job, golf mates, is to get the idea that we're always going to try and get that golf ball to be addressed in the middle of the club face and return that club face back to the same place. Because every club that we own has a centre of mass. Yeah, it's along the vertical axis. So the real secret is if I address it and hit it here, or I address it to hit it here, we're going to lose distance because we're losing ball speed. We're going to lose accuracy because we're putting too much side spin on it. We're going to really just struggle.
Why do you think people are doing that, Simon?
Because they see something and they think it's correct information, but there's no context to the information. So the other thing we see a lot at our golf schools are if people slice the golf ball, they will tend to set up with the club face really, really closed at address. Yeah, so they'll have the club face pointing left because they think that that's actually going to stop them slicing it. That couldn't be further from the truth, because if we set up pretty correctly and then pointing the club face left, now my forearms and my shoulders are misaligned, so I'm going to swing the club way to the outside and chop down on it, yeah, and actually slice it worse. So keep this really simple. So one of the great drills that I do is put a T-peg on both sides of that golf ball. Yeah. That ball's now right in the centre of the club face with the face pointing at the target. Now, if we hit it out the toe, yeah, we're going to hit the ball and the inside T-peg. If we hit it out the heel, we're going to hit the ball and the outside T-peg. Well, that's never going to work because that's going to give you a low hook, that's going to give you a high fade. Well, we don't want either of those. So once we've set it up super correctly, ball's in the middle of the club face, ball position's up on the lead heel, right rib cage is compressed, yeah, ball's in the middle of the club face. All we're then going to do is keep the arm pressure the same and use the hands to square the club face up. Ball goes bullet straight, yeah? But you can see where that ball's come out of. The ball's come absolutely out the middle of the club face because I'm working with my path and my swing direction and my swing plane to make sure I don't hit either of those.
I've not seen that before.
Okay.
That is simple genius and very simple.
On the range,
I'm going to call it idiot proof.
Well,
because if you hit that, you've done it wrong. If you hit that, you've done it wrong.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So what it does, rather than it being idiot proof, I think it gives you great feedback. Yeah, I think
isn't it?
It's instantaneous feedback. So once you've got a drill like this going on, you know, yeah, that the path and the plane is actually pretty good. Yeah, as opposed to coming from outside in or too much inside out with the ball coming out of here or the ball coming out of here.
Just how you explained it, it's pure gold. Simon, I just think you're great. Listen, Simon, if you want an online lesson, he's on Skillis. His details are going below. Just lucky to have you, mate. I think you're great.
No,
really
it's a pleasure to help all our golf mates out there. And in the comments, if you want us to work on anything or help your game with anything, stick it in the comments. We can do it over at Carers Green, or we can do it in one of our schools, or do it on Skillis. Give me a shout.
Simon, thanks very much, mate.
Pleasure.